we're going. Someone's pulling up. So, hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're doing a bit of a POV and just a bit of an update really on what's going on with the channel, what you can expect, and my thoughts on this car. As it's been a while since I've uploaded, and I have actually got some videos in the bank that will be coming. So we're just going to be driving out of Burford onto some pretty familiar roads if you do watch a bit of YouTube. Look at that, that's nice. Is that a GTS? No, it's just an S. Anyway, on we go, on we go. Let's get the roof down, as that's the best way to enjoy a Boxster. Roof down. I'll get the heater going as well. So, first thing I wanted to talk about was an update with the channel on what's going on. The channel has just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is actually quite a landmark. I didn't expect to hit, as previously I haven't been uploading regularly, just coming up with ideas for videos and things like that. So I'd be very interested in the comments of this video on what kind of things you would like to see, and anyone that watches Harry Metcalf will know that this is the hill that he does his flat out tests up. So yeah, I would like to take this channel a little bit more seriously actually, and get some more videos out on the kind of things and hear what you would like to see. One of my best performing videos has been a comparison video between this and the 981, which was a GTS as well. So I do quite enjoy making those comparison videos, but it's just a case of finding cars that I can compare with. But I've got one or two issues with this car, or some DIY videos, which is also something else that I'm quite keen on doing. I do like working on my car myself just because I find it quite fun. I also quite like saving a little bit of money where I can, and also learning how these cars are put together and work. Now I'm going to chuck it in down here, just like Harry does. I don't want this to come across as I'm a Metcalf rip-off, but it's right on my doorstep, and I won't be going too much faster because I'm on camera. But yeah, I've got one or two issues with this car, which will follow up with some DIY videos. The first of which is, since I've had this car, it's been doing it, the front suspension is sort of knocking and clunking around a little bit. So I've actually ordered some Spider Performance coffin arms and tuning forks, just to get that done, really. And I've been speaking to one or two of you guys out there who have done it yourself as well, and it doesn't sound like a massively hard job, so that is something that I will be undertaking in my garage at home. Another issue is I've got a bit of a hot start issue, which I've had for a while. After driving the car, when you turn the key, it's a very laboured start, very slow laboured start. It's something to do with the voltage, and it's a cable in the front, which is the ground wire from the battery to the chassis of the car. So that is something else that's coming. But these roads around here are great fun. This is a route that I have done with Porsche Club GB on their breakfast meets, which they haven't really lined up with what I've been doing, so I haven't been to them in a while. Which I'd really like to get back out to, because they are always a lot of fun. But I mean, even if you're not going too fast, you can really enjoy your car on roads like this. Another issue that happened while I was out and about driving this road actually, was the rear handbrake. The springs had corroded and just exploded, so I don't have a handbrake on the rear right, which is a bit of an issue when doing hill starts. going back and forth with the idea of selling this car, just as with it being sat on my driveway and me not using it as much as I probably should. I just see it as this big expense that I don't feel that this is good value for money, because I'm constantly throwing a few £100 here, a few £100 there, and it does really add up to the point where I'm thinking something more modern is something I can get in, turn the key, go, have a great time, and then turn it back and then park it up and then do the same again next time. So that kind of aspect of these cars, with them being older cars, there is always going to be something else that comes up. It's sort of putting me off the idea of keeping it. Of course, selling it, I probably won't get that much for this car. I know it has had that rebuild and quite a few bits done, but the values of 987s have really come down in recent months. So I don't know, what do you guys think I'd get for this? I reckon I'd probably get around 10 to 11 grand for this car, which makes you think, what can I jump into next? Cars that I have looked at. I've looked at all sorts of different cars. Cars that I have looked at have been 987.2s, which just have a lot, which I feel are a little bit more refined than these cars, especially with the engines. They seem to have less issues. Or a 981, but a non-S. So I'd be getting slightly less power than this in a heavier car. So I'm not entirely sold on that. But I have also been looking at 718s. They've really come down in value to the point where you can get a finance deal on them that is actually very compelling. You can get it for not too much money. You can get the new generation Boxster. I say goodbye to the 6-cylinder, but there's something to be said for getting in a car that has all the creature comforts, and then it would be my daily car, I think, if I had something more modern like that. At the moment I've got 2 cars, so I don't drive this all the time. But another car that I looked at was GR Yaris's have really come down in value recently. But that would involve me taking a step away from Porsches, which I feel is what my channel is built on. So I don't think it's something I would want to do. So that's another question in this video. What do you think I should do with this car? Should I just hang on to it for maybe another year? Because I do want to try different things as well. So this is not going to be a forever car for me. It does make you want to keep it, especially when it sounds like that. Oh dear, dear, dear. There's another one. Good thing I did the brakes recently. If you haven't seen that video, do go back and watch that. Stuff like that doesn't surprise me, as they are so common around here. So that's another thing that might put me off a slightly more expensive car, because even in this Boxster, I've hit a monk jack and it smashed a number plate and all sorts. So that is something to consider when buying a car. Maybe I do keep this, as it is cheap. So that's my main questions really. It's just an update on the channel. I'm looking to take this channel a little bit more seriously. See if I can get to the next 1,000 subscribers, see if we can hit 2,000. Maybe meet up with some of you guys as well, get cars on the channel, DIY videos, and who knows, maybe at some point, if the pheasant moves out of the way, maybe at some point this year I might buy something else. So thanks for watching. Hopefully we can take things with this car going a little bit further to the next level on the channel. But yeah, like and subscribe for more.